Oh snap. Oh snap. I think we are live, boys. Yeah, boy. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. And we are going to be talking about motorcycle rider habits that you need to start practicing now. So here's the thing about habits, motorcycle habits. Let me take my watch off. Here's the thing about any type of habit that you have. Okay, once you develop it, you start doing it all the time. That's why it's a habit. So if you develop a bad habit, you're going to be really good at some bad things. If you start a good habit and you practice that, you're going to be really good at that. So, for instance, if you're out, riding and you're constantly tailgating, thinking that's, what you're supposed to be doing, you do it thousands of times while you're riding, well, it's going to be pretty hard to break that habit, and that's a bad thing to be practicing. So let's practice some good stuff, all right? So let me go ahead and make sure everybody's getting in here. I want everybody to be signing in. But once again, if you're watching this after the fact, this is a live stream. Okay, this is a live stream. And the great thing about these is that for the first like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I talk about that certain topic. And then I open it up to questions, and I pretty much jump into different topics too at the same time. So, what's up, Layne? How you doing? Mike McNary, how you doing? Megan, how you doing? Yeah. Alex Turner, hey, what's up? American Freedom Logistics, yeah, boy. So what we're gonna be doing? So I got the chat over here. I got the YouTube counter here. Maybe we can hit 74,000 on during the stream. Colville Titus, how you doing? Roberto, how you doing? We're getting people in. We're getting people in. Seeing what it looks like. Great. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about some of the habits that you should start doing. Okay. So start practicing on these. Keep these in your mind. There's 8 of them. Okay. There's 8 of them that I came up with. I figured, there's so many, but we're going to go ahead and do a few of these. You're welcome, Alex, anytime. Omar, how you doing? From New York. Yeah. Justin's cash flow from UK. All right. So here's the thing. Use the balls of your feet. This is number 1. Use the balls of your feet. I see a lot of people. Let's pretend this is the peg. Let's see how it looks. It's hard to do it. Let's pretend this is the peg, and this is the balls of the feet, and this is your heel. I see a lot of people putting their heel on the pegs. That way they get access to the front brake, or they get access to the shifter without having to move their feet like this. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. When you go out running, do you just only use the heel of your foot? Try running just the heel of your foot. It's a little bit awkward. You get most of your dexterity from the balls of your feet. You move around with the balls of your feet on the front of your feet. So when you're out on your bike, you need to be riding. Here's the pegs. Oh, snap. Whoa. Whoa. Holy crap, boys. We started today with an insane freaking super chat. Layne, holy crap, you just totally distracted me. Bro, thank you so much. That is legendary status, bruh. That is legendary status, bruh. Thank you so much. Distracted the crap out of me. This is one thing I love about live streams, is that I can chit chat with you guys right away. But damn, dude. Damn. That you're insane, man. You are insane. What? No way. What? Alright, guys. This guy's going a little crazy here. You're messing me up, man. You're messing me up. I forgot where I'm at. Holy crap. Thank you so much. This donation ticker's acting a little funky on the bottom, but thank you. Oh my gosh. I think your name's gonna be up there on the top for the whole stream. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference, man. Wow. Anyways, let me What's up, Rob Realistic? Damn, that helps out so much. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. An auto cue. What is that? So Rollo, yes, you get your dexterity from the balls of your feet. So let's go back. Let's go back. I haven't even finished number 1 yet, and Layne over here is just killing it. Holy crap. So anyways, use the balls of your feet. All right. So use the balls of your feet because you get most of your dexterity. All right. So let's move to number 2. Bro, become a legendary patron, man. You get a lot of perks with that. That'd be cool. Also, the goal is to hit. I'm using my DDFM patron shirt, but the goal is to hit 500 patrons. But wow, holy crap! So, anyways, let's go back. So, number 2, be loose up top. So, loose up top up here, tight on the bottom. You want your legs a little tight. You want your knees to grip that tank. Yeah, Layne is crazy, huh, Connor? Anyways, you want your legs to be tight. So if you notice on sport bikes, they have like this little it's like this indentation on the tank. That is for your legs. They designed that specifically for your knees and legs to be gripped on there. And they even have grip tape stuff that you can put on the tank that will help you grip. So that's the whole point. You want to be one with the motorcycle on the lower half. And then when you're moving around your upper half, you're nice and loose on the inputs on the handlebars. That puts in even better turning, better speed control. You're less gripping on the handlebars to stay on the bike. That way you have smoother clutch, brake, throttle control. So staying loose up top, and then I know Layne is insane. So staying loose up top, damn dude, and tight on the bottom. So you really want to grip that tank with your legs, and that really helps out with slow speed maneuvers. It helps out with almost all maneuvers. The only time you really need to put your leg out and your knee out is on faster turning, because for one, it's going to help out with a little bit of extra gravity on one side. We talked about counterbalance a little bit, so it's going to help out with counterbalancing a little bit onto that one side that you need to lean over. And then on top of that, it'll help you turn a little bit because of the wind resistance that is grabbing onto that leg at higher speeds. Oh man, so this donation ticker it's kind of annoying me. It's like all white. There we go, much better. Okay, woo. So number 3, remember we got 8 of these things. All right, so take your turns. And this is something that I used to not say, but now I am saying it because now that I have more information, is that now you need to take your turns, like those long curves, left and right or whatever, middle as a default. Okay, so that is your default. It's not outside, inside, outside as the default. That is mainly for racing. That is mainly for things like that. Middle is more so for the road and the street. Now, I understand in the street there are some debris in the middle portion of, and if you know what I'm talking about lane position 1, 2, and 3. So middle is lane position 2 all the way. So that's in the middle. So some people talk about oil and debris and everything on there. Obviously, you're going to want to move out of that position if there's a lot of oil and debris. But that, if you notice when you're riding, I want you to go out riding or driving and take a look at the middle position. It's darker, but it's not. And the only reason why it's darker is because the tires from cars, it's abrasive to the road. Okay, so it's actually removing some stuff and maybe a few drops here and there of oil or liquids and stuff like that, but it's not that big of a deal. For the most part, there's not going to be a ton of debris and ton of oil. And here's the thing: is why you want to do middle is because middle, when you start off your turn in the middle, you have a space cushion on the left and the right, and you still have a chance to see what's on the exit. Halfway through the turn, you're still in the middle. You have an escape path to your left and right. If a car decides to come in your lane, you have you have some room, not the full amount of room, because you'd have more room if you're in a different position, but it's like a jack of all trades position. You can always escape to the left or right. And then when you exit, you can, oh, whoa, Layne, super chat, 20 bucks, boy. Yeah. Damn, Layne, what is going on? Here, 1 second. Hey, Layla. Holy crap, Layne is a monster. get my headphones. That way I can hear these things, man. Holy crap. Layne stole a credit card. Oh, remember, guys, so those are super chats. If you don't know what those are super chats. That is YouTube's version of donations. If you want to tip, there's also streamlabs.com/DanDanTheFireman. There's also become a patron, and there's also clicking that join button to become a YouTube channel member, boys. But holy crap. Layne, you're insane, dude. You are insane. You are making my day. I was not expecting this. I really was not expecting this. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. What's up, Django Fu? How you doing?
They're not buying the computer.
They're not buying my computer? Where's my headphones? Keep looking. Alright. Dang. D, I don't think so. Anyways, so now number 4. Remember, we got 8 of these things. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. No, I don't. No, we don't want to show. When you get a chance, I sent you. Okay. So don't break in a turn. This is another bad habit. People break in the turns, and they don't use their throttle throughout a turn. So the bad habit is that. The good habit is do not break during the turn, and be smooth with your throttle throughout. Adam Levi or Adam Lev. Yeah, there you go. Good luck, man. You're gonna have a lot of fun at the MSF course. Hopefully, it's with riders on MTC. So, anyways, so breaking the turn. So this, actually, Adam, this will be good stuff for you for when you take your course, because a lot of the stuff I took from the MSF. So don't break in the turns. When you're turning, your tires have basically three sections to your tire. Okay, so here's your tire. Let's pretend this is a tire. Whatever. There's a tire. When you're leaning, you're moving. Even going straight when you're moving, you have 3 sections. You have, you basically have traction. Okay, so you have traction, but the 3 things of traction is stopping, accelerating, and turning. So when turning, it takes some of the traction away because obviously you have to turn. Acceleration, you need to have traction to accelerate, and you also need traction to stop. So when you take a break in your turn, or when you start braking your turn, you're already using a ton of traction for the turn itself. So if you brake, you're going to run out of traction. Thank you. Boys? Huh? You're hidden. Got my headphones so I could see and hear everything. There we go. There we go. Now I can hear. Oh, snap, Alex. Oh, Alex Turner, boy, super chatted. Yeah. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you. Wow. You're taking out NorCal. I've been watching your videos to help. Yeah, man, you're going to have a lot of fun. Join the Discord. That's free. I want to hear about your day when you do it. And also be smooth throughout the turn through throttle, because when you're turning, remember, it's taking away some of your acceleration. So when you enter the turn, you're going to have a smooth throttle. So nice and easy, smooth throttle, and try to maintain that throughout the turn. Don't try to accelerate, slow down, accelerate, slow down during the turn. That's going to cause some issues. Look through the turns, number 5. So this is number 5. We're trying to get through all 8 of these things, but man, we got Alex over here with the super chats. Oh, we have everybody. Layne over here, man. Holy crap. You guys are all distracting me. So it's taking us forever. So Layne and Alex are distracting me. Yeah, Alex, man, that's the absolute truth. Every little helps. Every patron helps. Everything helps. You guys are insane. Woo! You guys are insane. Thank you for making my days, guys. How long have we been streaming? 15 minutes and my day's already made. Thanks a lot. Alright, so look through the turns. So I see a lot of people when they're riding, they'll look down and see, oh no, is that something in front of me? While they're trying to turn, they'll constantly do this. They'll constantly do that. Here's the thing, is that when you look ahead, when you're walking, do you constantly look down and up to double check, make sure there's no debris in the road when you're walking? No, when you're walking, you're looking straight ahead, you're scanning already, and you're putting 2 and 2 together with your brain, because your brain is super smart, that there's no debris. And if there is debris, your brain and your legs kind of coincides, like, well, in about 3 steps I need to like step over something really quick. You know what I mean? So when you're out riding your motorcycle, it's a lot like that. It's a lot like learning how to walk, especially during turns, is that when you're moving during a oh snap, Connor just tipped $10. Woo! Yeah. Thanks, boys. See, Connor, your name was in the front. So Connor's name is down here now. Connor's name is down here now. Thanks, man. This is an insane day. This is an insane day. Also, guys, the tips, that's through PayPal and stuff. So I get like 95% of the tip. So thank you, Connor. Thank you. Thanks for paying for my energy drink that I should not be drinking. Thanks for paying for a few of them. Speak for yourself, your brain being smart. But this allows you, when you're riding, you look through the turn, you're basically seeing ahead of you, so you're not having to look down, because every time you look down, that puts a bad input into your bike. So when you look down, it's causing you to straighten your bars a little bit, but you're in the middle of a turn. That's not good. So when you look through and you turn that head, remember, chin to shoulder. Really do that. I do this when I'm coaching, chin to shoulder. So when you're turning, you're doing that. That's what you need to do. Look through the turn. Also, another thing is to keep. Dan, it's my payday. Megan, I have no idea. Yeah, it's a healthy energy drink. Yeah, I don't think there really is anything called healthy energy drink. Justin, hold on to that. You know what? Screw it, I'll just answer it. Justin Cashflow, have found myself too close to the exit off the inside of the corner when not starting on the outside. And a lot of problems. So I found myself too close to the exit off the inside of the corner when not starting on the outside. Okay, so you could either, here's the thing, is that entry speed is very important when it comes to turns. Now that's something that comes with experience. So entry speed is very important. So you need to be slowing down before the turn and then having a smooth throttle. So maintaining speed that you slow down to. Okay, so let's say you slow down from 40 to 30 before the turn because you need to make that turn. You need to hold your throttle. You need to hold that smooth throttle throughout to maintain that 30 miles an hour through the turn. Okay, so don't go from 30 to 40 to 30 to 20, 30 to, no, maintain that 30 throughout. And if you feel like next time, well, that was a little slow, I didn't have to drop from 40 to 30, then maybe do 40 to 35. And that's where the experience comes in. That's where a lot of the experience comes in. I'm getting a ton of notifications. Bearded Harley guy messaged me on Instagram. He's watching the stream, drinking the Bang motorcyclist training course, bro. Thank you. I hardly ever look at my Instagram messages because usually they're just trolls. Look at that. Everyone say hi to him. Everyone say hi to Adam. Yeah, boy. All right, so look through the turns. So number 6, keep your visor closed. And this has to do with your eyes. Your eyes, very important. I see a lot of people with their visors up, like they're riding with a full face helmet. Great, beginners. I know, Adam. That's cool, man. That's awesome. So they ride with their visors up, and then they have nothing protecting their eyes. Guys, if you get like a bug, who here has gotten like a piece of dirt or a bug in their eye accidentally? It's terrible. Now imagine trying to ride a motorcycle and you have a bug in your freaking eye. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You're riding. That's dangerous. So keep the visor closed. Have eye protection. I understand it might get hot at stoplights, but here's the thing. Go ahead and crack it open or even open it up at stoplights, but then put it back down. And then another thing is that I know it fogs up, but there's ways of getting around that. There's anti-fog spray. There's also the pin lock system that a lot of helmets come out with now. Definitely invest into a pin lock helmet visor, something like that, because it really helps. Learn it the hard way. Lee Davenport, Steve Bauer. Yep, I've had it. I've even had a bug fly up accidentally in. I mean, I don't think it meant to, up into my helmet and get into here. That sucks. All right, so now here's another one. This is one that I had on here, and this is number 7 out of 8. So number 7, it used to be ride like you're invisible, but I learned something very, very smart, and this was something I never thought about. And a lot of people say ride invisible, and this is one of the things that you're going to take away from this video. Please, 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 Django, I'll get to that. Sorry, I get distracted easily. You guys distract me with the super chats and the patrons and stuff. Remember, trying to get 500. So anyways, I used to say ride like you're invisible. Riding like you're invisible, if you really do think about it, it sounds, when you just hear it, it sounds very important. Ride like you're invisible, right? Because like you want to pretend everybody else thinks you're invisible. But when you actually think about it, riding like you're invisible, that means like riding like you're the invisible man. Like you could do whatever you want. You're invisible, right? So what you need to be doing is riding like others cannot see you. That's the difference. Don't ride like you're invisible. Ride like others cannot see you. You're invisible. You're a visible entity. So that means that you should be trying your best to be very visible. Conspicuous. You're trying to show other people, hey, I am here. So don't ride like you are invisible. Ride like others can't see you. Therefore, you will act in a way that others will see you. So there's presenting. That's one of the things you learn in the MSF course, and I believe, Adam, you're going to read that pretty soon, is that presenting yourself. So moving from lane position 2 to 1 so that the oncoming cars and people can see you. Moving over, going back and forth between 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, every once in a while so other people can see you. That's in the MSF e-course. Presenting yourself and showing others, hey, I am here. Wearing high-vis gear. I am here. You're still going to have the people with inattentional blindness. That's something that you're going to learn in the MSF e-course and in the class. Inattentional blindness is where people just can't see you. Like they just don't see you. They're not trained to see you. And that's where the whole being invisible and like they're trying to kill you is that people that drive are so used to seeing only other cars and looking for signs and maybe barely looking for pedestrians. I mean, how many times do pedestrians get hit in crosswalks? They barely see that. They're used to just focusing on the cars. And motorcyclists, there's less motorcyclists on the road than there are pedestrians. You see more pedestrians in a crosswalk and on the side of the road walking than you see motorcyclists on the road. So imagine people getting hit as a pedestrian, and that happens all the time. Now there's less motorcyclists. So it's not the driver's fault that they don't see you. It's just that they're not trained to see you. Okay, and this is like one of those little soapbox things. That's why I'm kind of talking a little bit long on this one, because this is something that I learned from Steve from Right Arizona MTC when I heard him talk about it in this class, is that I legit learned this. That way I'm not saying ride like you're invisible anymore. I want you to ride and assume others cannot see you. That way you try your best to be seen. Like I said, with high-vis gear, presenting yourself in the lane, always trying to stay out of people's blind spots, keeping your head on a swivel. That's that. You have to make up for their lack of attention. Let's see. The next one, number 8. This one's pretty important too, is constantly find escape paths. Okay? Constantly find escape paths. I am constantly looking for escape paths when I'm riding and when I'm walking and when I go into a restaurant. Now, this is something that I used to do and I still do as a firefighter. So this is going to be a little personal experience talk. As a firefighter, this is what I do when I go into a restaurant, but I want you to do this right now while you're wherever you're at. Hopefully you're not driving and watching me. If you're driving and you're listening, that's cool. Thank you so much. But if you're sitting in your room, I want you within the next second to, if there's a fire in this room, in your room, where would you go? Immediately, where would you go? For the most part, you'd be going to the same exit and entrance that you've always taken. There's a window right here. What happens if there's a fire in between the door and myself, and I have to jump out of this window? Window's right here. I could just open it up and jump out, cut the screen door or whatever, and just jump out. What about that? Well, think about it as a restaurant. So you go into a restaurant, everybody goes in through the main entrance. But did you know that there's an exit sign over here, exit sign over there? You go through the kitchen and escape through the kitchen to the back. You ever think of that? So think about like like an active shooter situation, a fire or whatever. Always have 2 escape routes just in case that the shooter or robbery. Whoa, Layne again with the $20 super chat, boy. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ooh, yes. Appreciate it, man. This is freaking insane. Oh man, that's crazy. You're crazy, boy. Yeah. Thank you for making my day. I appreciate it. See, like the 100s are still up there. Remember, you can write something too. You can write something, man. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. So, like when I go to a restaurant, I always look for different escape paths, and the best way to do that is looking for the exit signs. And how often have I had to use an escape path? It's pretty rare for the amount of riding I've done. But here's the thing: is that when I did have to use it, I already had 2 escape paths, so it came second nature. I didn't have to search for one when the emergency was happening. I already knew which way to go. And then the burning donut, I started looking for escape routes when I had to ride a fixie. So if anybody doesn't know what a fixie is that you stop pedaling, you stop. So you have to constantly be riding. So yeah, I agree with that. But definitely, yeah, the escape paths, you need to have many of them. And that's one thing I do is I'm constantly on the alert. I'm constantly double checking the escape paths of when I go into a restaurant. Once again, everybody goes through the front door. So that everyone exits the front door. That could be dangerous. That could be very dangerous. Heck yeah, I know what a fixie is, bruh. It's very dangerous. There's one, and the reason why I mentioned this, and this is very important, is as a firefighter, is that there was this one fire at a nightclub, and this fire at a nightclub killed a lot of people. It really did kill a lot of people. And here's the thing: is that it was a pyrotechnic show. I'm not going to mention the exact place. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the video. It's pretty horrific because there's video of the whole thing. And there's a pyrotechnics at the rock show. It's at this bar, and the pyrotechnics caught the curtain on fire. The bar was overcrowded. It was past its capacity. And when people started figuring out that this shit's on fire, this bar's on fire, they all tried to escape, which is typical, but they all tried to go out the front door. Like hundreds of people tried to go out the front door, and they all got stuck. They were getting trampled. They all got stuck. A lot of them died. A lot of people weren't even escaping through the windows. I would have broken some windows. And then here's the thing, that there was a back door that nobody went to. Nobody ran through the back door. Back door was completely open. During the video, the dude's like videotaping the back door, and like nobody's running through it. So always try to find yourself an escape path that maybe someone else might not use. So that was my soapbox. All right, so now 28 minutes. We've had insane amount of super chats and tips. You guys are freaking amazing. Layne, Connor, you guys are freaking amazing. And Alex. I almost forgot. Sorry, bro. Alex, Layne, and Connor, and Jesse 1 day ago. Thanks, man. Am I against, or am I for or against motorcycle vests? So if the vest is the only thing, yeah. So now, guys, we're opening it up to the Q&A type thing. So we're gonna have some fun with this. We're just gonna chit chat and hang out now. All right. So you guys ask me any questions, and if you're now just joining in on the stream and you missed out on the first few parts, let me know. Say, hey, can you do a quick recap? I'll do a quick recap of what's going on. Okay. All right, so the burning donut. Let's see. Okay, well, let's start here while I have it here. Yes, the burning donut. I do know what a fixie is. Josh Gray, what sort of safety gear should you wear for 125? Josh, all the gear, all the safety gears that Lee says. Yes, because if you're just walking, here's something that I tell my students, and this is something that I tell people, is that I want you to go and fully sprint. Just go from 0 to as fast as you possibly can and trip yourself. Go ahead. Run as fast as you can and trip yourself. Now, would you would you do that with 0 gear or would you do that with full gear? Would you like to wear a helmet? Maybe some armor? Would you do it if you tripped and fell onto a bed? Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, we got ourselves a new patron, boys. Yeah, boy. Heck yeah, boy. So yeah, when I say go for a run and trip yourself and fall, now imagine yourself on a motorcycle going 100 times that, not 100 times, like 5, 10, 20 times that speed, and now falling. Now, do you want to wear gear? Yeah, you need to wear gear, no matter what. All right, are you for or against motorcycle vests? So the burning donut. I am for motorcycle vests as long as that you have extra protection underneath that will protect your arms. So I'm not against them. I'm against wearing motorcycle vests by themselves. Because you do need your arms, your not your ligaments, your appendages and all that stuff will get damaged. I mean, that's why they have impact resistance on elbows because of that. So you do need to have something to protect your arms. So new Oscar guy, I'm in Canada, so courses could be a little different. For example, we learned and tested on slowing and stopping in a turn and curve. So there is a way to do it. During the MSF, there is emergency braking in a curve and using progressive brake pressure while slowing down and straightening up at the end of a curve. So there are different ways of doing it. So yeah, it might be a little bit different in Canada. I was watching some of your older stuff when you came to San Diego to Ocean Beach where you went within the horse's head. Yes, Michael, that was with my buddy Matt. That's one of my first videos, so you deep dived in that one, man. Yeah, we went to San Diego. It was a lot of fun. I wasn't wearing a lot of gear back then, and I learned from that. Why don't jackets have front pads for chest? Some jackets do, Wolverine. Some jackets do, but I think the fact that they don't is because there's not really a market for it, but I'd really like to see chest protection being added to armor or added to jackets. So they might be doing tests where most of the impacts are in the back, elbows, shoulders, and possibly kidneys. So that's probably why they don't have enough information to say, hey, let's put it in the chest. I would really like to see that. One thing I would really like to see, and I don't know how to implement it, I don't know what it is that you'd have to do, but I want to see manufacturers start including pelvic protection, especially in the front, either in pants. I don't know how they're going to do it because obviously the zipper and all that stuff. But pelvic protection, because I did a video on it and it got demonetized, which I figured it would because I went pretty graphic in it, because my buddy Matt had a open book fracture. So basically the front of your pelvis right here, it's closed, right? So here's your bladder behind the pelvis, and then your genitalia down here. Open book fracture is when it splits open. So when he crashed, he hit the gas tank, possibly the handlebars, and split open his pelvis. And I'm thinking to myself, is there a way to protect against that? And I really want to see manufacturers have some type of armor up in the front to protect that pelvis. Chit chat time is happy time, Mr. Nick. Yeah. I just hurt myself. I'm a suing. Don't hurt yourself, boy. Alex Turner, what advice about habits would you give to someone who's been riding on a full license for a year and taking an advanced test? So, if you've already been riding, here's the thing about already been riding for a long time, and this is something that you kind of have to, as a coach, and I'd say as a coach and stuff, I've only taught one full class by myself, and I helped teach during the testing process. But here's the thing, as a firefighter, I've helped out a lot. I've been doing this for 10 years. As a firefighter, I've had to talk to people that have been doing this for a long time. I've had to train people. I helped out in the academies, all these different things. So here's the thing, and this is the thing that I learned myself, is that you have to start over new. Have a beginner's mind. So if you have habits, take a good look at your habits. What is it that you do? Do you put the balls of your feet on the pegs? If not, change that habit. Practice that habit. All the habits that I mentioned in this video, the 8 habits, default, middle, start resetting your brain and practicing them. So if you're about to take an advanced test, I'm guessing advanced test, not advanced class. If you're taking an advanced class, let's say you've taken any classes, go in there with an open mind. Listen to what the instructors have said. Do that instead. It's very important. That's something that I do every single time whenever I take a class. I try my best to have an open mind because who knows, I might absorb something new. And if I didn't, then I didn't. At least I had fun, you know. I'm going to be taking the Total Control 2. I took Total Control 1. So this is the second day for that class. I'll be taking that March 10th. And once again, I'm going to have an open mind, and I'm going to try to learn from the best. Let's see. Sorry, hopefully that answered your question. I'm in like a really good talkative mood. You guys are just killing it. We got 233 patrons out of 500. We had some tips. We had ourselves some super chats. Layne over here still has those hundos sitting up there. Man, that's insane. Thank you so much for that. Once again, if you want to become a patron, that helps out. To tip right there, it helps out. Click that join button. So if you don't want a super chat, that's perfectly fine. If you want to have, see how Hatter right there has a pink beard next to his name? That's because he's a member. He's been a member for 3 to 4 months. I think that's the 3-month marker, but he's been one for 4 months. At 6 months, you get a brand new one. But you get stuff like that. And your name pops up here too. So anyways, I felt Diego says, Josh Gray says, good analogy. Thanks, man. Diego Gonzalez. I fell down rucking, say 5-6 miles per hour, slid just a few feet, went straight through my pants, including rashing up my knee. Wear gear through and through. Yeah, man. Hey, Michael Roberts just subscribed. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, 5 to 6 miles per hour. I mean, you could run faster than that. And then when you trip and fall and hit your knees, you skid up your pants, right? Yeah, so if you're on any type of motorcycle, you definitely need to have something. Even a bicycle, you need to have something. Lee Davenport, do you recommend any communication devices for helmets other than Cardo? Yeah, I recommend S.M.A.R.T. S.M.A.R.T has some really good stuff. The reason why I picked Cardo is because of the whole mesh technology, and I liked how slim it was. I just went with the Cardo because I found some good reviews on it. But S.M.A.R.T has some good stuff too, and I like how they have a lot of helmets that are integrated. Cardo and S.M.A.R.T, they kind of talk to each other. You can make it work. But basically what I would do is I would find out what your riding group has, because that's who you're going to be talking with, right? You don't get something that is completely different than what your group has unless they have like old stuff and be like, hey guys, let's all upgrade. So if your group has a bunch of S.M.A.R.Ts, get a S.M.A.R.T. If your group has a bunch of Cardos, get a Cardo. That's basically what it is. It's the whole ecosystem that's what you're buying into, really. You and I, Tori Gossett, yeah, thumbs up. Justin's Cashflow, you and I ride one-handed. Thoughts? Here's the thing about the one-handed. I get a lot of crap about the one-handed. Here's the thing is that I ride a lot no-handed. But here's the thing is that I offset my risk of having one-handed riding and maybe even no-handed for a couple seconds. I offset that risk by practicing that all the time. I'm constantly practicing counterbalance on my bike. I'm practicing, how to maintain motorcycle stability with a hand, with no hands. Because who knows? Once if you catch a rock under your hand, right? Once if you're riding and you catch a massive rock, break some fingers. That's happened. I've seen people do that. I've seen posts of people having a broken finger because somebody kicked up a rock. Now you're having to ride with one hand. Is that guy going to get some crap? Is that rider going to get some crap? Once if you've been riding one-handed for a while and you're playing around practicing it, and now you broke your finger, emergency situation, and now you're riding with one hand. Not going to be a big deal, right? So you offset that risk by being good at it. I mean, it would be almost like saying, should you do some wheelies? It's like, well, no, if you're not good at it. I mean, you obviously have to practice, but once if you're like really good at doing like wheelies and like stoppies and all like stunting, are you going to tell a professional that they shouldn't be doing that? Are you going to tell somebody that's been practicing that for years or been doing that for a long time to stop doing that because it's not safe? Same concept. Opinion on listening to music podcasts while riding. Josh Gray, Lee Davenport with the emojis. But Josh Gray, opinion on listening to music podcasts while riding. I say go for it. Definitely wear something inside your ears, whether it's hearing protection or earbuds. Because the wind noise can really damage your ears. But really be careful with that because once you lose your hearing, you lose your hearing. But I listen to music and podcasts while I ride when I'm not filming. When I'm filming, I basically just talk. I can't listen to music and talk at the same time. So that's usually, my motorcycle is my office sometimes, so I don't really do that. But I listen to podcasts, Joe Rogan podcast, and you should be listening to the After the Ride podcast that we're going to be having, or that we have. So subscribe to the After the Ride podcast. That's gonna be Matt. That's Matt and I. We're actually gonna film this Friday and release it on Monday because we got some stuff, or he's got some stuff to do Sunday and Monday. So, and we're gonna have a little more structure on this next one. Got some good feedback. We're gonna have a little bit more structure on this next one. So Diego Gonzalez Lee, seen as the other leading comm system. However, there are cheap Chinese ones out there. Yeah, I reviewed a cheap Chinese one. It was like $50. That right there is good if you're just gonna like. It's good to have just like as a Bluetooth system for yourself. It's pretty difficult to talk to each other unless you're super close. So that right there would be really good if you just wanted to talk to a passenger. That's all you need. But yeah, Cena and Cena and Cardo are the leading systems. Think of them as like Apple and Samsung. You know, you get that ecosystem with it. I'd like to see motorcycles manufactured where the seat padding went up onto the tank, some of it to add a little impact absorption. Oh, that Hatter, that might be the thing. I never thought of that. I've been thinking about like the gear itself. Like I'm thinking like how can somebody design something on the gear, but I mean, why not design it on the motorcycle? I mean, I know Honda Goldwings have they have airbags, right? So maybe like some type of seat padding. But I bet you some people think it look weird, huh? I don't care though. I would totally do that. I'm gonna talk to Saddleman. Maybe they can make me something. You know what I mean? If anybody has an inside track with Saddleman, I'm looking into getting a new seat, and I would love to see something like that. Great idea, Hatter. Great idea, Hatter. Let's see. Dang it! Like I missed a lot. Sorry about that. Okay. One finger on the front brake. I try, but always wonder its way back to the lever when I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, Chris Johnson, that is a bad habit. But if you're just hovering the front brake or you're not pulling on it, I honestly think it's okay. But here's the thing: is when you have one finger off the handle, that's a little bit less traction you have on the grip, and that's really the only thing. As long as you're not pulling it subconsciously. Megan, music, radio, or not? Music and radio, that's perfectly fine. Domino921, thoughts about Hawk Jacket on Amazon for summer wear? I don't know what that is. As long as you have decent armor, so impact resistance, and you have decent abrasion resistance, you're good to go. As for being visible, my instructor talked about blocking. So if you are on the far right lane, you ride into one position over someone in the middle lane, can't come over, and vice versa for all the lanes. So what he's talking about, or New Oscar, because I saw Hatter say something like it wouldn't block anything with the lane. What that is communicating your intentions. So what you're doing is you're communicating to that other or that driver that might want to move into your lane because you gave them that space. You're communicating to that driver, hey, I'm here. And that's what you want to do. You're protecting your lane. So one thing that's to really get yourself and prevent them wanting to take that lane itself is by presenting yourself. So moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That way they see you and they're like, oh, this guy, I'm not going to merge in that guy's lane. He's moving back and forth a little bit. I don't know what he's going to do. So yeah, protect your lane. Yeah, I agree with that. And then I'll get to Hatter when he says, a good cheap headset is called the Yindang BT S2. Yeah, it's the one. I think that's one I had. Cena 10C Pro has a built-in camera. Nice. Oh yeah. The problem with some of those is that the battery dies pretty quick, and then sometimes the chipset's not very good. No problem, Lee. Alex Turner, thanks, bro. One more question. Had an accident where I admitted I was thinking about a test ride on a new bike. I noticed the car ahead, braking too late, started emergency brake, but back end fishtailed. So what happened there is you applied too much rear brake. Because when you start applying brakes, especially the front brake, all the weight transfers to the front brake or the front. So when you apply a lot of the rear, there's not enough traction. There's not enough contact patch to actually grab the ground. So that's why it skid out from underneath you. So having thinking about a test ride on a new bike, so you zoned out. It happens. It happens. So really prepare yourself and be sure to not do that again. But so that's what happened though with the fishtail, is that you applied too much rear brake. So what you need to do is progressively squeeze that front brake until you have enough weight transfer to the front, and then apply more and more and more and more and more until you're basically death gripping that front brake, and you'll be surprised how quick you can stop. All right, so HatterJBK, there we go. Couldn't pay me to block a lane with a motorcycle. Just let the car have it. Leave gaps. Stay out of blind spots. Don't ride beside cars if you don't have to, so they come over. You aren't there. Yeah, sometimes people are dicks, though. I mean, sometimes you got to let people know, hey, this is my lane. Don't take it. But if they want to take it, get out of the way. I definitely agree with that. If they want to take it, let them have it. You're not going to win. And off I came. So what's your advice on to correct a fish? Oh, I didn't see that. So to correct the fishtail, that's what happened, is that you applied too much rear brake when you had no traction on the rear tire, because when you apply brakes, the weight transfers to the front. Therefore, you have a better chance of braking if you apply the front brake. Here's one thing I want you guys to do while we're here. We got 50 people on here. This is what I want you to do, okay? So let's pretend, hopefully you guys can see this, okay? Okay, let's do this. So these are our legs right here. So go, if you're sitting down, do this right now. So put your feet down on the ground. Okay, so this is my left leg, this is my right leg. This is my left foot, right foot. So I want you to put all your weight on your right foot and no weight really on this left foot. Now I want you to kind of slide your foot against the ground, okay? So I'm doing it right now with my foot, so slide your foot against the ground. Now transfer a little bit more weight to that left foot and try to slide it. A little bit harder, right? Now apply all your weight on that left foot and try to slide it. That right there is how motorcycle braking works. You need to have weight transferred to that front tire when you're braking in order for you to actually brake. So if you just slam that brake really quick when you have no weight on that front tire, it's going to slide. But when you start progressively braking and putting a little bit more and more weight to that front tire, and then you apply the brakes, you're not going anywhere. So that is how you fix that. So Alex, you want a 2-second gap is great for following distance, but I always like to leave about a 4-second gap, at least a minimum 2 second. But yeah, just another Southerner. Just subscribe. How do I get scared being inside a car in my car, let alone a bike? Yeah, same here. At what speed should you start wearing stuff for your ears? You should, every time you get on a motorcycle, you should probably start putting stuff in your ears. Could you resend that link? What did yesterday? And you, Nikki, and I tried looking, but I can't find it. Yeah, I'll send. Where are you at? I am like so far behind. I'll have to find it again. Hey, Raynin. Chris Johnson, Asteris. Hell yeah, I'm doing good, Asteris. You notice how there's a Layne up there, the Hundos and Alex and we got Connor with some donations, and we got 233 patrons now. We had 232 at the beginning of this. Let's see if we can get 240 patrons, guys. Let's see if we can get 240 patrons. Remember, it's only $1 a month. It's only $1 a month. True, isn't that an EU standard? Just wondering. Yeah, squash and orange, Justin. So like, pretend you have an orange. Slowly squeeze it. So here's the brake. There you go. So here's the brake. You know, the right hand, left hand's clutch. So what you want to do is when you're riding, you want to roll off that throttle, reach over, slowly squeeze it. And once you feel that weight transfer, you can squeeze it a little bit harder and a little bit faster. Let's see. True, isn't that an EU standard? Just wondering why DOT hasn't made a standard motorcycle armor. Great point. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why, Uncle. ECE is an EU standard that, but definitely make sure the ECE, because remember that's a blanket standard. There's ECE armor for bicycles that don't work for motorcycles, so double check your stuff. And I made a video on that. So Chris Johnson, my MSF course for emergency braking they had is lock up the rear brake on the first attempt to get comfortable with skidding just in case it happens. Nothing to worry about if you stay straight. Exactly, Chris. And the thing is that if you start to skid your rear tire, what you can do while the rear tire is still in line with the front, you can release the rear brake. Now, it's more of an advanced skill, but you could definitely do that. I used to lock up my rear tire all the time on my old bike until I got it sorted. It was my first bike, so I was learning experience. Yeah, Jeremy. Be wise up. The Burning Donut ain't got no money. That's fine, man. Join the Discord. Discord's absolutely free, the Burning Donut. If you're fishtailing and let off the rear brake, you can high side from the sudden grip of the rear tire. You can, Chris. So that's why you need to release the rear brake while the rear tire is in line with the front tire. And that might be a little bit scary in an emergency situation. So the best thing you possibly could do is just ride it out if you're brand new. But that's something you need to practice, emergency braking practice. And I have a video on that. Let's see. Sometimes I end up shifting up into neutral instead of second. Not sure why. So the Apple Tree podcast. So you're down in first gear. You shift up. You accidentally hit neutral instead of second. Not sure why. Okay, so from first to neutral is half a click. From first to second is a full click. So it might be an issue on your shifter might need to be adjusted, because I remember seeing that in a few people. Their shifter might be adjusted because when they lift it up as hard as they can, the shifter in their foot just doesn't have the dexterity to move it all the way. So what you can do is adjust your shifter. Secondly, what you can do is just really force that foot as far as you can, because once you force it as much as you can, it will stop at second gear. You don't go from first to sixth because you lifted it too hard. You lift it as hard as you can, it will only go to second gear until you reset it back to normal, and then you can go to third, and then you can go to fourth. So push it as hard as you can, maybe adjust the shifter. I had to do that for myself on the Sportster because my boots were a little bit too thick. And then I also had to do that for Nikki because it was just like too low and she had to like slam her foot inside to get it. All right. Okay. How easy it is, Asteris, how easy it is to use off-road tires on the road. So some off-road tires, especially motocross and dirt bike tires, aren't DOT rated. So they're not actually rated for the road themselves. So you're going to have to find some type of dual sport tire that is DOT rated. And here's the thing is that you also have to find it so that it fits your rim. It takes a lot of work. But once you get it and you figure it out, you also have to remember that those were also designed for off-road use. So you're going to wear through them very quick and they offer less traction on the road. So you might have to be very careful on that. So the Burning Donut, any advice on backpacks? So on backpacks, I actually have the Biltwell Exfil 48. I like it a lot. There's some things I don't like about it, but I did a review on it. My advice would be to get either that, or if you go to REI or any of those backpacking places, a backpacking backpack is probably a better backpack because of all the compartments and the ways to lash and to attach things to the outside. Possibly like a small day pack backpack for that. Something definitely with a chest strap. You want to have something with a chest strap. Without a chest strap, and you do like a quick head check, you could have the strap fall off. The chest strap will keep those on you. Do y'all leave your foot on your peg while shifting, or you move your whole leg? Do y'all leave your foot on the peg while shifting? I leave my foot on the peg. How much did your tires on your Sportster cost? So roughly $200 each with labor. I got Michelin Scorchers. They're pretty cheap or inexpensive, but they last a long time, so they're really good. I know it costs more for sport bikes though. I low-sided last year with my FC09 last year because I was using the front brake when going to the shoulder. Since it is about 200 pounds lighter than my cruiser and better brakes, I ate shit quickly. Yeah, so you have to ride to your ability based on the bike. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. The Burning Donut, like if you're thickness boots, like work boots and normal shoes. I wear Icon 1000 Elsinore boots. Steve Bauer, I'm looking real quick. It says Shoei 2.0 is a good backpack. I'm gonna look into that. Justin's cash flow. DDFM lugger work. It keeps me safe on the road in UK, but got to go to bed. Thanks to keep up the good work. Yeah, no problem, Justin. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you. But CC bar backpacks or tank bag backpacks are also nice, easy to secure, and motorcycle designed to be easily removed as well. Yes, and that's another thing is that if you have a sissy bar backpack or saddle bags or tank bag, that's one less thing you have to wear on your body, and it actually makes it a lot less tiresome. Because when you ride for a long time with a backpack, it can get pretty tiresome, and it'd be pretty bad for your back. What time is it over there? It's 1 a.m. here in the UK. Watching while you sleep. While you drift off. It's 5:54 p.m. for me. Yeah, 17:53. While we're doing this, I'd like to take a natural break to say thank you to all of my patrons, especially the senior crew members, because you guys have your names in the description. If you look a little bit low, we got people in the description. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Layne over here with the super chats and as a patron, so he's been just blowing up everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Layne, if you notice that your name is in the description. Rosemary, your name's in the description. But yeah, special thanks to my DDFM senior crew members: Layne Z, Rosemary, Slawson, Josh R, Austin S, Daniel S, Zachary S, Tony P, Corey W, Ava M, Alan W, Brandon B. I don't say people's last names because sometimes they don't want that. So Kevin G, Douglas H, Danny C, RoadWrangler, Christopher D, William L, Orion, aka Metatron. We got Connor, DueyDidit, TriumphBabe, Golden Omer 316, Rakk, aka the Hater Beta, VTrek 9, Spiffy, Josiah M, Dan B, Kelly F, Murai, Venezia, aka Tony, Raynin, Hold My Beer, Johnny Ringo, HatterJBK, but Juan C, WayWardRebelAce, OG Knight Rider, aka Mustache, and Tyler N. Now, if you guys become senior crew members, your name gets automatically added to the automatically added to the description, and I'll be putting your name in my videos whenever I have the videos. And then you get a bunch of perks. You guys get a bunch of perks. Airflow is better without a backpack when it's hot out. Yes, my back sweats like crazy. Wait, you're like 6 hours behind us. Are you by the West Coast? Yes, Dilazar, I am in Arizona. So we use Arizona time. I don't even call it Mountain or Pacific. I just call it Arizona time now. Another thing is that in order to prepare properly for emergency braking, you should be looking 5 seconds ahead in order to reduce reaction time. Yes, you need to be looking ahead, and then if you have to, hover the brakes if you have to before going to an intersection. Remove that step just in case something happens. And when I say hover, I mean still maintain throttle. So you're maintaining your throttle speed, and then maybe if you have to, 2 fingers. Okay, I know this isn't something that's taught, but if you have to, hover over whichever's easiest. And then once you leave the intersection, kind of return back to a state of not hypervigilance, but just regular vigilance. Have you ever done moto camping? Watched a lot of 40 times around. Would love to hear your advice on doing some riding tips. Yeah, Alex, I do. I do have some moto camping stuff. Here, I haven't done it in a while. I really want to get back into it. Here's the thing: is I really want to get back into it now that we're gonna have the DDFM camp out. I want to get back into it. I really, with anxiety and depression, I just my home is my safe spot. So going out for a ride, it's pretty, and going camping is pretty it's pretty difficult to kind of overcome, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So what I like to do is stay home, and I want to go moto camping because that used to be my thing. But I really want to go camping with my family. You know, they're also my thing. You know what I mean? So that's something I would like to do. I would definitely like to get back into it. But I do have some camping stuff. Let me find the playlist for you. Motorcycle camping tips playlist. Let's see. So this right here is the motorcycle camping playlist. That is for you, Alex. That's the link. So double check that. Any tips on becoming better with... Oh, Ghost Runner asks, any tips on becoming better with cornering at high speeds on the street? Coming from dirt, it was expected to be different, but definitely going to practice a lot this season. Okay, let me read. I have to reread like a bunch of stuff. Any tips on becoming better with cornering at high speeds on the street? Okay. Coming from dirt, it was expected to be different, but definitely going to... Okay, so I wouldn't worry too much about speed. Don't worry too much about speed. Here's the thing. To become better at cornering, okay? So let's just put beginner at cornering on the street. We're going to move at higher speeds because that comes later. So any tips on becoming better with cornering? You need to, and this is in the MSF. This is something that you can learn at an MSF course with good coaches. The best coaches are here at Ride Arizona MTC, buzz. So anyways, what you need to do is you need to search. So you're looking for the turn. Okay, you're looking for the curve. You're searching. Now you're setting up. Okay, now you're gonna set up for the turn. And in order to set up for the turn appropriately, you obviously need to search. So you need to say, hey, that's a pretty sharp turn, you know, or it's like that's an easy turn. I can take that pretty fast. So when you set up, you're getting ready for the turn. You're getting in good body position. You're getting the throttle in a smooth spot. You might be applying brakes if you have to. You might be accelerating. And then when you go through the turn, you need to have a smooth action. That's smooth throttle, smooth body position, smooth inputs to the handlebars, and look through the turn. The more you do that, the more experience you get. You can start taking it at higher speeds because you're smoother. You set up better earlier, and the speed just becomes a byproduct. That's my answer to that. So you definitely want to approach it at an appropriate speed, and once you get better at the mechanics of cornering, then the speed just comes naturally after that. Update on the project bike, replaced spark plug, starter fluid, and carbs, hot wired it, and banged away your butt. Damn, 78? Yeah, and that's another thing is some corners are just different too. I mean, you have decreasing radius corners, so you can't take those super fast. You have to do some crazy stuff. You have off cantered stuff. You got a lot of stuff that can really be an issue. Asteris1, what's up, Moto Ricky? How you doing? Asteris1, I change mine every 3 to 4,000 miles, just cause. Any advice for lane splitting legal here in the UK? So take it nice and slow. Do not go super fast. Remember, a lot of the cars can't see you. They don't see you. So take it nice and easy, nice and slow. And if you don't feel like you can make it, don't go for it. Previously link you and Nikki's mail video from yesterday, Michael. Yeah. Let's see. I'll find it while I'm doing this. Stay tuned. Thanks for the advice, man. Wish I could come down there and learn from you, but I'm up in Canada. No problem, Ghost Runner. Keep watching. Another thing that you can do is I have on the DDFM training manual, my Patreon, the DDFM training manual talks about a lot of parking lot practice you can do, and one of them is riding in or doing a turn. So double check that out. That is on my Patreon, and $5 a month gets you access to that and a bunch of other stuff. So guys, if you would like to help support the channel and get access to a bunch of perks like the DDFM training manual, right here. Let's see if we can get 240 patrons tonight. It's $1 a month. The lowest tier is $1 a month, and then it goes $5, $20, and then $100. But we'll see. I mean, we already got freaking Layne over here going crazy. Dan, don't forget outside, inside, outside for cornering. Yeah, I always tell people. I'm telling people now the default should be middle, middle, middle. But there's 27 different combinations. Outside, inside, outside, 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 inside, inside, outside, outside. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it. But pick the combination that works best for that situation. Let's see. Because sometimes outside, inside, outside is not good because once you hit that inside, there might be debris. You know what I mean? I don't know if Layne is still with us, but Layne is also a patron. So he's freaking... That's insane. Let's see. Because beer. Let's see. So Michael, this is the video that you're asking about. So I'll post it here. Go ahead and watch it and come back, okay? As a UPS driver, I have been trained to use the horn for motorist awareness besides wimpy MC horns. Wondering why this is not utilized in MC culture. Using a horn it can cause some road rage. I don't know why it's not used more, but definitely getting an upgraded horn might help. Make him that legend status for 2 months, but I don't know if he's on the Discord. If he's on the Discord, I would. Let's see if we can hit 240 patrons, guys. We're over the hour. Yeah, I saw that, Jeremy. Like, you got this badass horn. That's crazy. Yeah, we're over an hour on the stream. Normally, I stop at an hour. But we've been killing it, and I've been having a lot of fun and just answering your guys' questions. So the more questions you guys have, the longer we can do this. Destiny's End just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you. So how do you view the DDFM crew member wall? So in order to get access to that, you're gonna notice that when I post this link, it's gonna have a lock screen on it. Now the lock screen is there because this is a DDFM patron only website. You get access to the password if you are a DDFM crew member, which is $5 or more. It will take you to a post and everything, but this is how you get to it, Alex, or no, I'm sorry, not Alex, Asteris. That's how you get it. That is the crew member wall. You can only view it if you're a DDFM crew member. There you go. So the title is mail time. Just type in because beer, BC. Let's see, because beer. Type in that into the YouTube search, and it should be the first video that pops up. What is your dream bike? Mine was a 900 Fireblade R till I bought my Blackbird. Mine is the FTR 1200S with all the customization I want to do. I just have to put that on hold because I want to buy a truck first so I could do the USA tour once we hit 500 patrons. I just bought a house, so I'm kind of working on that. So thank you so much, guys, for the donations and becoming patrons. That helps out with basically my bills, and then I'm able to reinvest. Like I got this nice mic instead of that lavalier mic that I had up here. So hopefully the mic sounds better because I went and invested into an nice mic. Tip my instructor gave. Oh, it's okay. So tip the instructor gave me is to double tap the horn. Bip bip doesn't sound as aggressive. So okay, yeah, Grim. That's not a bad idea. I might try that out. Spending some time in the mountains will help with cornering. I went down to North Carolina, and I spent a week on Mountain Road and helped my riding skill a lot. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta jump into it. My dream bike is a 1250 BMW GS. That's a badass bike, man. I would not mind having that. Overuse of horn turns out to be just like amber LEDs. No one pays attention to them. Yeah, sometimes it happens, Eric. But here's the cool thing: is my amber LED lights. It's pretty rare to see a motorcycle with those, so it really does pop out and grab their attention at night. Small double tap hives or awareness. Hey, we're almost 74,000. We're almost at halfway there. We're almost halfway to 500. Good idea. I'm not too far away from the Rockies. Could make a trip out of it. Yeah, boy. A Concourse 14. Never heard of that, Jeremy. Suzuki Bandit, the Burning Donut. Yeah, boy. Got my first bike, SV650, this winter in MA. Any tips for my first season? Got all of my gear set. Not sure if I'm missing anything. So, Brad the Feared, have you taken a motorcycle class? And I only say that because let me click this. I only say that because that will definitely prepare you for anything. So if you want to take the BRC1 or BRC2 if you haven't already. Oh, you took it? Awesome. Anything that to do, warm up. Treat it like it's a workout. You know, you shouldn't be just jumping straight into like your heaviest set of deadlifts or squats. You need to warm up a little bit and build up to it. So what you can do is go to a parking lot, practice a little bit, get a good feel for your bike, play with the friction zone, play with the clutch, and then head out on the road. Do that a few times until you kind of get the hang of it, and then after a while you can just jump straight into it. Dang, that's a sport tourer bike. Never heard of it. That thing looks comfy. Let's see. Are you like me and think the Yamaha H2 is absolutely insane? If you get a chance, watch some videos for the Isle of Man TT on one of those. Yeah, Isle of Man TT is insane. Yamaha H2, that's just crazy bike. I think one of my friends got one. Damn, my fiance has an air horn on his bike, and it's funny to see the expressions on drivers' faces when he uses it. Timothy, his dream bike is an Indian Roadmaster. After years of hard work and saving, I was able to purchase it late last year. Everyone give Timothy a woo, boys! That's awesome, dude. How's your friend Matt doing? Have heard much after his accident. So Jeffrey DeMars, he's doing pretty good. We actually have we built a channel together where we do a podcast. We had one this last Monday. We're gonna do another one for this next Monday also, but we're going to be focusing more on some topics. We just had some fun together. He's doing great. He could be doing better because he could have a bike, but he doesn't have a bike anymore. Womp womp. Barn build, Idiot Scout Barber for Cruiser, Ducati Panigale for SS boys. BRC courses are fun. Bonding with the bike is the best. Me and Jules, your bike, are in sync due to the courses and heading to the range to practice. Yeah, I want to take the bike bonding course that they offer now. Hey Dan, found your channel and really enjoy it. Thank you for doing what you do. And your writing tips I started writing a month ago, and I'm having a blast. Your tips are really helping me out. Destiny's End, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I just saw you subscribe. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's up, Barcode Moto? I would have to say my dream bike would be the one that runs. Yeah, same here, Soupy. Eric Hagan. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Daniel, you and I both know that you should always go right into your heaviest sets. Yeah, okay. BRC courses are expensive in Maryland. Yeah, they can be, but here's the thing is that you could also get discounts at your insurance. And I believe at least here locally, Cycle Gear gives you a good discount. Funny Fistfuls, just subscribe. You can get discounts at certain places. Think of it as like a AAA card. Does your bike have a name? My bike doesn't. I never really called it anything. That's weird. I just never did. I'm taking a free class by the Hawthorne Police Department. Ride to Live. Yes. I own my dream bikes. The only thing else I might want is a 2019 GL 1800 Go Wing to add to your stable without the top trunks. Okay. Oh, in Oregon, they're mandatory. Okay. Yeah, Barcode Moto, it will pay for itself with the things you learn. I can't wait to take the there's a bike bonding and then ultimate bike bonding that I want to take here at Ride Arizona MTC that's coming up. And the regular bike bonding, you use their bikes, and it's based on the police training. You see those police officers doing those crazy like slow speed maneuvers and stuff. So it's based on that. And then ultimate bike bonding, you do it on your bike. So I can't wait to do that. I want to do that. All right, Connor. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. The bonding course is very exciting. You learn things about your bike that you never did. Confidence levels for riding that bike, it becomes better and you become more aware. So Vertrex Gaming has a great point. Now I'm going to dive a little bit more into that because this is what I'm doing. Okay, so he's talking about you're getting confidence. Your confidence levels for riding that bike becomes better. You become more aware, and you learn things about your bike. So whenever you do something like that, it doesn't even have to be motorcycle. Let's say you get more confident in your workouts, or you get more confident in your cooking skills. You get more confident, just anything. It becomes easier. It becomes more fun. You become better, which sometimes you become safer. So oh snap, we got a new member. I'm waiting for that thing to pop up so I could do the close up. But when you get the confidence, you become a safer rider. So that's the goal of this channel, is to make it so that you're a more confident rider with all the skills and stuff that I'm hopefully helping you out with, and answering your questions so you become a safer rider because you're more confident. So exactly, not Timothy. Thank you, Timothy, but exactly, Vertrex Gaming. Exactly. Why isn't it popping up on my screen? I want it to pop up. We all know Timothy Abney became a new member, guys. Timothy Abney became a new member. Yeah, boys. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my screen. It's not popping up on my screen, but I already see it. Thank you so much. There we go. Timothy Abney has become a YouTube member, boys. Thank you so much. There we go. There you go. Raven, because she really flies. Another one is called Sugar because she is a rush. Dang, you guys have some crazy names for your stuff. That's so cool. I need to have stuff. I want to eat top ramen out of your beard. You ever seen that picture? You ever seen that picture of that dude that made a bowl out of his beard? He made a bowl out of his beard and he's eating top ramen. Oh snap! Retralo super chatted. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat and the YouTube membership. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Now, guys, remember, we're also trying to get to 240 patrons today. If not, If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But the goal is to hit 500, so that way I could do the DDFM USA tour. If you don't know what that is, check out my Patreon. I'm gonna be doing a tour where I come meet you guys. I'll bring a truck and trailer, and hopefully by then I'll have a small bike so you guys can practice on and play on. And I can show you guys what to do. Soupy Gnome, I don't think it accepts cash. It accepts PayPal and credit. Anyways, I'm going to be doing that tour and come meet you guys. I'm going to try my best to travel to as many cities as I possibly can. And once we hit 500 patrons and it keeps climbing, it's more than likely going to be a yearly thing. This isn't going to be a one-off thing. This is going to be something I do every year. Okay? So this is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to travel. So not only am I going to get to meet you guys, but I'm also going to get some of the stuff that I've always wanted to do, which is travel. And then hopefully by then, by the second year, Nikki can come with me, and that'll be her full-time job too. I named my bike Jules after my late dog that sadly passed away while I was out and about. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, Vertrex. That sucks, man. Dogs, man, doggos. I think after mine passes, I'll call it Stella. Vincent Allen, BYs told me to say hi, so hi. How you doing? Timothy Abney is a new YouTube member. You notice how he has that mustache next to his name? It's because he's a member. And he gets access to special emojis. So, bro, you get special emojis. Like that one. That's like my favorite one. Big Red, not very original, but it's what stuck. She's a big old girl, Roadmaster, and she's burgundy. So there you go. It's not a bad name. It's original. I haven't heard that in a while. Tim just joined. The number didn't change. Let's see. It should auto update right now. No, it didn't do it. Let me check the Patreon. All right, so do a Canada tour sometime in the future. Ruben, yes, I would love to. Asteris 1, I want to travel around the globe, so maybe the year after that I might do that. No credit, no PayPal, nothing in bank, just these 2 cents that I lost in my PC. Yeah, losing a puppy sucks. You call your cat Cat? Your car was named Stella? Yeah, that's my doggo's name. It just shows 233 patrons on Patreon. I don't know why. Maybe we lost somebody. Maybe we lost a patron. Rain dance. Now that's because you dance. Oh, that's not. I thought that was Raynin for a second. I'll say Raynin dances on her bikes, and it creates rainstorms. Yeah, I know V-Trek, bro. I know. I got you. I figured that was you. Your name's in there. Your name's in the description right here. V-Trek 9 smashed in between Spiffy and Rakk the Hata Beta. So thank you, brah. I recognize you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I called my name or my bike. I haven't really thought of it. Nikki named her bike. She named her bike. I forgot what she named her bike. But I didn't do. Oh, it's Layne. Layne over here. Layne. Layne with the super chat. I'm waiting for it to pop up on screen so I can scream. Norfolk? Yeah, I'll make it to Norfolk. Or I'll make it close to that. I don't know where that's at, but I'll do it. Have you considered reaching out to groups like GWRRA about your training tour? Not yet. There we go. Layne Zoomwalt super chatted some more money. Thank you, Layne. Bro. Now you just need to become a YouTube channel member. Because you're already a patron. Freaking donated. That's like 260. Did you do 260? Holy crap. That's like that's like a couple years as a YouTube channel member. Bro. Hatter. Bro. That's like 2-3 years. It's like 4 years. That's 4 or 5 years as a YouTube channel member. You're insane. Thank you, Layne. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bruh. Bruh. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I wish I could gift you. I wish I could gift you like the channel membership so you could just have that massive ass beard already. Oh, damn, that's crazy. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. This is probably okay. So you're a member of the what's the GWRRA? I might have, yeah. I'm gonna give him a sticker. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that. I still got some stuff to send out. So I'm gonna send, bro. I'm gonna send you, Layne. I got your information, right? You're over here. Let's see. You're on Patreon, right? Yeah, you're on Patreon because your name's in the description. Let me double check. Make sure I have your information. I'm gonna send you a freaking challenge coin, dude. Oh, what? What? Good tricks, gaming, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Holy crap! Take my hat off. I don't have my hat on. My DDFM hat is somewhere. I think it's in the other room. Thank you. Thanks, bruh. Thanks, bruh. You guys are insane. So Layne, let's see. Yeah, I got your information, bruh. I got your information. I'm gonna send you some stuff. Thank you. I know you're not. I know you're not super chatting for that, but come on, man. Come on, man. You're being crazy. Thanks, Vtrex. I'm gonna call you Vtrex because I know yous. I know yous. Thank you so much. You guys, huge support. Huge support. It helps out a lot. Oh, Layne. Layne. Layne says you can't beat him. Layne says you can't beat him. Holy crap. Holy crap. I I don't I Oh man. uh Everyone here, thank you so much for the support. I have like 6 videos that I have to edit and everything, and I'm ready to do it. But I mean, like, this is, you guys are insane. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Like, I mean, I do this now because it's my full-time job, but at the same time, I started doing this because I wanted to keep you guys safe, and you guys are. I mean, just being here in the chat is huge to me. 39 of you guys. I remember we would get like 50. I remember streaming only having like 3, and one of them was me on a different tablet and stuff. I'm very humbled. Thank you. That's my serious voice. Like I have a DanDanTheFireman type of character that I play, but this right here is my, like, I'm super humbled and I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you, all of you. Oh, sorry, Sarah Fireman and the Nerd. The GWRRA stands for Goldwing Road Riders Association. Do you have to have a Goldwing to be kind of a part of that stuff? I'll look into that. Actually, I'll type it in right now. That way it saves itself on a tab. All right, so now I got it stuck on the tab. yeah, liking, viewing, and sharing the content does an insane amount for the channel. Money is not everything, but you guys, I mean, it money helps. You know what I mean? But exactly what Hatter said. Thank you, Soupy. I appreciate it. So, what do I use for editing, like computer-wise? Ghostrunner asks. And it's fine. Guys, Ghostrunner is saying, yeah, I know not a motorcycle question, but here's the thing. Now's the time to ask any question you want. I don't care if it's motorcycle or not. So what do I use for editing, computer-wise? So I built my computer. I built my computer, and I have some decent stuff in it. I got an i7 6700K. So, I mean, it's quad core, just all this other stuff. GTX 1070. But I use Premiere Pro CC 2019. I have the Adobe Suite to where I get a Premiere Pro, and I think that's it. Yeah, so I just basically paid for a Premiere Pro, and that's $22 a month. And you guys are the ones that are paying for it. I mean, right there, Vtrex and Layne and Connor and everybody, you guys paid for my month subscription to continue editing. So that's where my money goes is back in here. Yeah, Layne, get on Discord if you haven't already. Vtrex, no. The Burning Donut, yes. I watch anime sometimes. I like the DC animated universe a lot. I do. I've ordered Retralo. I've ordered Slim Buds to listen to music. They're supposed to be comfortable under helmets. I actually used Bluetooth earbuds, and it's worked. I mean, it's great to have a system that's hooked up to your helmet itself, but you could buy like $20 Bluetooth headphones, and it does the same thing. I mean, it does the same thing in terms of music. It doesn't do the same thing in terms of communicating with other writers, but it's like the same thing. Reskin24, that's you, bro? Reskin. Someone give him legend status. There we go. Yes, we do need to have... Yeah, Raynin, give him legend status. You get your own special spot. You can have it for till my birthday. You can have it till July. How about that? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I bought Bluetooth from Aldi. Okay, so I mean, yeah, Bluetooth works. Yeah, we need to start a franchise, man. So we got the crew, though. We got the crew, so maybe it's at some point when we get closer to the 500 patrons, because I'll be doing the USA tour type thing. So maybe when we get closer to the 500 patrons, we can actually make it a riding club, and kind of see where it goes from there. And then I just travel and meet all the clubs. You know what I mean? So I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm gonna give you, boom, you're a legend. Reskin, you're off on your own little spot. There's you're right below staff. It says DDFM Legend 100 plus. Normally that's just given to members that are legends on the Patreon, but you've donated plenty during the stream. So guys, if you don't know what legend is, you actually get your own personal thank you video and all that stuff. Legend is mainly just for funsies, but it's crazy, dude. Thank you so much for it. I'm gonna send you a keychain and some stuff, bro. Do you get your very own patches? Yeah, I'm thinking about the patch that I'm thinking about making is the one that's on my Patreon, the Patreon logo and the Discord Firehouse logo. I might be doing something similar to that. Yeah, might be doing something similar to that. So guys, we've been streaming for about an hour and 28 minutes here. One second. Gotta go, but thanks for all the tips. You're awesome. All right, man. Be safe. Be safe. Yeah, patches as in I'm not going to get rockers or anything like that on the back. It's literally just going to be like a small patch, just like something you can put on your shoulder. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Yeah, so definitely be careful with that. Yeah, I have the same name on the Discord chat. Burning donut, but I have some thoughts for like t-shirts and whatnot. I'll draw them up and send them to you. Yes, please do, please do. I'm always looking for help. I never ask for it because that's just not who I is. But it'd be nice. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. I'm gonna take a look at my dashboard real quick. Flying about them like patches or um about the group that you're a part of, the Goldwing Road Riders Association. You guys have your own jacket? That's cool. 40 to Phoenix. What is that? Arriving in Phoenix, Arizona, April 2nd. What is 40 to Phoenix? Oh, you guys are all going to Phoenix? That's cool. Are you guys going to damn, that's a long ride. Are you guys going to AZ Bike Week? I might be up there. Vertrex, I don't know. I clicked the button, but I'm not gonna finish streaming for another 30 minutes because of the amount you guys are doing. Honestly, I feel like I need to give you guys more time, more value for all those donations. Um, okay, about patches, yeah. So it'd be like a small one, like a 3x3 or a 4x4 patch, just for your shoulder. You know, nothing about the back patches. Because I understand, you can cause some issues with rockers and stuff on the back. I don't know if the bearded Harley guy, I think his name was Andy, is still in the chat. But I'm saving your picture that you posted, or he sent me. I'm saving that picture and I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram right now. Cause bruh, oh snap! While I wasn't looking, Timothy Abney super chatted $15. Okay, so there's a so maybe if I create an association, it won't be an issue. Layne is doing this because he can. Layne. Holy crap! I might do it. No, I'm not gonna do a 24-hour stream, but holy crap! Amelia Hernandez, how you doing, man? New to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. This is today. You're witnessing history here with Layne and all these crazy ass super chatters and donators and patrons. They're going a little crazy. They're going a little crazy on this. I'm not complaining at all. See you later, V-Trex. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the donations, bro. Do I do voice chat on Discord? I'm gonna start going into the voice chat on Discord. I'm just super duper busy when it comes to that stuff. I'll start making a better habit to go into there. But damn, I completely lost track of what I was saying. I lost track of everything. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be talking about because of all the freaking donations. Oh, Emilio, yes. So we do we do safety videos and stuff. We do safety videos on motorcycles. Today's been a little bit crazy. You're catching me at a weird time. We talked about some habits that you need to work on. We had some habits that, yeah, the money freaking messed me up. Talking about motorcycle habits. So if you watch the first 15 minutes of the stream, once it rebroadcasts, you'll see that. But let me go back and find the tips. I'm sorry, man. I got all screwed up. I got all screwed up. So let me go back to my drive because that's where I have my information. Let me get that for you. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Bike Rider super chatted $20. Boom, boys! Holy crap! Holy crap! All right, let me get back to what I needed to do. I'm trying to help somebody out here. All right, jeez, guys, stop. Ugh. All right, so we're gonna use the balls of your feet instead of your heels on the pegs. Stay loose up top, tight on the bottom. Get those knees in. Hug the tank. Take your turns middle as the default. So enter the turn middle, halfway through the turn in the middle, exit the middle as default. You can always change that up, so you can go outside, inside, outside. Change it up if there's debris and stuff. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm too nervous now, or too excited to go to bed. Don't brake at a turn and be smooth on the throttle throughout. So brake before the turn, not during the turn. That can cause some issues. You want to look through the turn. So look towards your exit. Don't constantly do this, because when you do that, you notice how my hands are moving. You'll do that to the tires. So chin to the shoulder, turn. Chin to the shoulder, turn. Focus on that the whole time. Keep your visor closed. You don't want anything in your eyeballs. Assume others cannot see you. I did a nice little soapbox in here. I know. Layne's insane. Yeah, Layne's insane. Assume others cannot see you, so ride with and present in your lane as much as you can, and wear high-vis gear if you possibly can, and then constantly be on the lookout for escape paths. Have at least two at all times. All right, so that was the quick recap. Thank you for being here, man. Oh my gosh. If you would like to support the channel, everybody that's in here, I already know that a lot of you guys are patrons, but Patreon really helps out, and that's what this is right here. 233 of 500 patrons. I'm trying my best, but here's the thing. Bike Rider, Layne, freaking Vtrex, Connor, Alex, there's just so many people that super chatted. We had Timothy Abney become a member. Retralo super chatted. Who else? Kevin became a patron. There's just so many. We're at 234. Are we? It says the 233 out of 500. That came straight from the website. So if that hasn't updated, then it hasn't. Yeah, it still says 233 on the website, so it's not updated yet. Unless we got another patron. Yeah, Layne, that's not only doing that. Here's the thing, Layne. You just bought my kids a bed. Their beds. I bought the saw. I'm buying equipment so I can make my kids' beds. I made my bed. I made the table that we have, and I'm making them beds. So when I say, hey, I'm spending money, Layne, you just paid for the materials, and I have to get a sander and all that stuff. So you just paid for my kids' beds. So thank you. I appreciate it. That money I was gonna have to find from somewhere. I don't spend money on myself at all. So I don't even need any extra gear. I'm not buying all that stuff. What I'm doing is I'm dedicating my time to you guys, and you just paid for their bed. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Now I'm able to get the appropriate gear, or tools to make this stuff. That's how I look at it. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's freaking insane. That's awesome. And then I'm also thinking, like, what else I can do? I mean, like, that right there is a truck payment too. It was the plan all along. Yeah, only. Jesus. That's insane. I don't know, because I'm going to stream for another 20 minutes. That's where I'm at. So right now, the goal, I mean, I'm never going to say no. Never going to say no to donations. I appreciate it. The goal is patrons, though. Let's get some patrons out there. Let's get some patrons. Let's get, because the sooner we get to 500, the sooner I can budget. That's the thing, is budgeting is huge. So Patreon allows me to budget. And, oh my gosh, freaking Reskin. And I say Reskin, but I mean Layne. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Dan, I haven't had time to surf the YouTubes for about a month. How's Nikki doing on her writing skills? Timothy, she hasn't rode for a month. We're right now in the process of moving. So, I mean, like, it's just too busy. Once we get to the new house, we'll have a safer environment for her to ride. And we'll probably have to redo some of this stuff, which is perfectly fine, because then that's more content, more views. I could pull that out of my butt. Yeah. I got to get sleep. Have a good night, mate. Thanks, Dilzar. Thank you. Appreciate it for stopping by. Everyone would say thank you for him. He's been helping out. He's been on the stream a lot. I like seeing the same faces. I like seeing the familiar faces. Oh my gosh. But you guys, thank you. Thank you, Layne. I truly appreciate everything that you've done today and yesterday and the day before that, and watching my stuff. I truly do appreciate it. Sarah, okay. Go ahead and message me on Patreon. There's a little message button. You can message me on there, and it pops up on my phone, and it's easy to chat. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you so much, guys. That was awesome. We got 19 more minutes of the stream. I could recap. That, or I can just go over something else really quick. So let's see. I have a bunch of topics we can go over. Now, somebody was mentioning camping. Raynin, I read the DMs. I saw those. Let's see. Might not need this Monday, because we're gonna film Friday and then just post it up on Monday. But I would like to have. There's a bunch of ideas for the podcast channel. There really is, like a women's podcast with Nikki. You know what I mean? Layne, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. That also right there. I mean, another way I could look at it is that paid for my Total Control 2 class, because that was like $300. So right now you just paid for me to get extra knowledge, and then I can share that with you guys. So that's good. So let's go over some new things. Let's go over something for those that are still here. Let's go over some new tips. So 5 motorcycle camping myths debunked. You guys want to go over something like that? Let me know. Gino Fiore. The thing that's going on is that we have a crazy guy named Layne, V-Trex, bike rider, and just basically a bunch of crazy people that went on a crazy donation spree. Connor with $10 over there. But yeah, we got one patron so far in the stream. The goal is to get 240, but maybe let's just try 235. So it's $1 a month just to become a patron. Simple as that. But let's go over 5 camping myths, right? You want to do that? So 5 motorcycle camping myths debunked. So number 1, good camping gear costs too much. That can be an issue. Sometimes if you go out, you can get some crazy ass backpacking gear that's super lightweight, made with like the finest of all finest, materials. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money. But oh snap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. Asteris, one place without a Patreon, boys. Thank you so much. It should auto update. Should be updating. Come on, update. Why does it say 233? Why isn't it updating? Let me look at the. Let me look at it. 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 Why does it still say 233? Did we lose one? Did we lose a patron during this? Maybe Patreon's having some issues. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I was going over the 5 motorcycle camping myths. So you can what you can do is it depends on where you're going to be. So all you really need is a sleeping bag, a pad, maybe a hammock, or maybe a tent. You could definitely do a bivy sack, which is just basically a cover over you. That's what you can do instead. So it could be a little bit cheaper. So definitely go find some sleeping bags. You can find some that are on sale, like REI closeout. I keep getting 1 second. Yeah, I understand. Hey, became a member though. Woo, boys! Became a YouTube member. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Now you got that mustache. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Parton. What's a Parton? Thank you, thank you, thank you. But also think about when you go out traveling, instead of like if you're traveling long distance on a motorcycle, you're gonna have to sleep somewhere, right? So are you gonna pay for a hotel, which is about $100 at least, or camping? You can pretty much camp anywhere, but if you find a campsite, they're pretty cheap. So I mean, you spend $100 on that first trip. And I understand you get like an actual bed, you get more room, you can take a shower and all that stuff, but you could be saving some of that money and getting a good sleeping bag. You save some of the money, get a good hammock or tent and a pad. And then another myth is not enough room to pack your gear. So you really have to start thinking about needs versus wants. Like, do you want to have like a lot of stuff? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to find ways to package that. So find needs. Dual purpose stuff. You can find stuff like, let's say your hands get cold when you're at the campsite. Well, maybe pack extra wool socks. So now you have basically like mittens. And you don't have to carry actual gloves. You can carry just socks and everything like that. And then saddlebags, they really help out. Wait 1 second. I'm going to read what. Whoa. Whoa, bro. Yeah, 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 boy. Thank you, man. Yeah, and rolling your clothes gives you more space. Bro, with all you have done for with us is amazing. The community is always around for anything for mental health. Just simply talking. Dan, you started this. You made this possible. So this is how I can show my thanks. Thank you. I did this because, yeah, more members. Yeah, I did this because I wanted. I share my own personal thing, and I just had this enlightening moment of like, we need to create something around that. So, because if I'm getting the help, and this could help somebody, then that's how I live my life. You know what I mean? So, I pretty much live through a lot of the stuff I share with you guys, and I'm not going to sing anything. So thank you so much. Those closed storage bags, you can squeeze or vacuum air out, also help save space. Yes, yes. So there's lots of different ways. Sorry about that. There's lots of different ways. You can get compression sacks, so you can definitely compress things, and you can save some space. Roll up your clothes. That actually prevents a lot of it from wrinkling too. But that definitely helps out. But definitely find some different ways to have multi-purpose stuff. You know, like wool socks can be gloves at the same time. You know what I mean? A big enough wool sock can be a freaking beanie. So that you can find multiple ways of doing that. And I'm not the absolute expert when it comes to camping stuff, so definitely check out 40 Times Around. I bet you has even more stuff. But these are some myths that we're just gonna debunk. So no real bathrooms. That's one myth. A lot of campsites do have bathrooms. They're pretty much just fancy porta potties, which is perfectly fine. If you have to go, you got to go, right? But sometimes they even have running water, good bathrooms, and everything like that. The DDFM campout has it's a brick It's basically an outhouse, but it's all brick and has a door, and it's a fancy porta potty. I forgot what they're called. And but it has running water right outside that door, so it's really good. And then if they don't have that, one thing you can do for women is get that Go Girl thing, where it's like that funnel, and I'll let you use your imagination on that. That way you don't have to squat. So anyways, no electricity. So some campsites, they do have electricity, and I know some people are like, man, I need to charge this, I need to do this, and I actually put on my little bullet points here is that some people with sleep apnea, they have to sleep in an area where they can have their CPAP mask, the positive pressure mask that they sleep with. Well, that uses a 110 volt outlet, and at some campsites, especially on the RV section part, is that they do have those outlets there at the RV. Sometimes they have it, so that's very important to double check where you want to go. So pre-planning, especially if you have like sleep apnea and stuff like that. Another thing you can do is get a battery pack from Amazon. I keep myself a nice chargeable battery pack, and it can charge my phone like 5 times, and it's super tiny. So that's really all you're going to need it for. But I also use it for charging my batteries for when I have on my Yi 4K and my 360 camera and all that stuff. And then number 5, no room for a tent on the bike. Depends on how much crap you carry and how big of a tent you carry. Are you going camping by yourself? You can easily get a 1-person tent. Here's what I recommend though. If you're by yourself, get a tent that has 1 extra person. So by yourself, that's 1 person. So buy a 2-person tent. If you're camping with somebody else, get a 3-person tent. Camping with 3 people total, get a 4-person tent. The reason why I say that is because you get a little bit extra room. A 1-person tent is literally 1 person to sleep. There's no room to move around really. So if you get a 2-person tent for 1 person, you can bring in some of your gear if you have to, some of your more valuable gear, so you're not leaving it out, and that's good. But definitely look into backpacking tents. They're designed to be small. Get some bungee cords, or use a hammock. Now there's some really good camping hammocks out there, and when I say hammock, I mean camping hammock, where they have a rain fly, they have a zipper, a bug net, everything. And you'd be surprised how good of a sleep you'll have on a hammock. I sleep the best on a hammock when I go camping. It's relaxing. It takes a little bit more time to set up if you're not familiar with it, but definitely look into hammocks, because that's basically an all-in-one inclusive thing. You don't have tent poles that are super long. You just have basically just like a big old mat of nylon and stuff and rope. That's pretty much all it is. All right, cool. I wanted to share a little something extra with you guys because all of you guys have been super supportive of this stream, super supportive of all of this. Okay, so bring lots of socks. Yeah, you do. You can also get camper trailers for bikes. Yes, you can. You definitely can. That will add a lot more storage space to what you need. And honestly, if you're going to be doing a cross-country thing, might as well, right? You can also add USB charging ports to motorcycles and charger devices, or power banks that can be used for other devices. Yes, I've never jumped into that. So, Hatter, do you have one? Because I'm concerned when I have something like that, it'll drain my battery. And that right there is just an uninformed consumer trying to figure that out. I just don't know. Solar battery packs too. Yeah, those can get a little expensive, but the cool thing is that when you're out and about on the bike, when you're riding, and especially if it's sunny, if you can attach that solar panel to the back of your backpack or on the back of your seat or something and just let it charge while you're riding, boom, sucker, you good. Got lots of storage on your GS. Yeah, man, the GS has a lot of stuff. I'm slowly adding more storage to my bike. I do have the saddlebags, which is really cool. And they do help out. But the thing is, Asteris, make sure you connect your Discord to YouTube, so you get that also. But yeah, the saddlebags really help. The backpack helps, especially a sissy bar backpack that I can attach and keep it off my back. That's where bungee cords come in play. If you don't have a specific saddle or a sissy bar backpack, you can attach and lash backpack. That's what I used to do. And then another thing is a tank bag really helps. Tank bags are really cool. I like those. Basically anything that will keep stuff off your body on these long trips. It's a huge thing. So we're going to be streaming for another 5 minutes. I just want to say thank you so far before anybody leaves. Do you connect through Discord? Yes, you go to your Discord. So go to your Discord, and I don't know if you're on the computer or phone, but if you're on the computer, on the very bottom it has your name and stuff, and then there's that cogwheel. It says user settings. Click that user settings, and then click connections, and you can connect your YouTube. You can actually connect your YouTube. Yeah, so you get access. You'll get the YouTube sponsor role. So that helps. Yes, I've added USB charge to my motorcycle. It's hooked up so that it's off when the bike is off. I meant charge while riding, then use a device to power bank. Yeah. I understand when you're riding, it'll charge it, but okay. Yeah, charge while it's riding. So is it almost like trickle charging? So that basically, and I know motorcycles don't have alternators, they're rectifiers and stuff. So is it basically like the rectifier charging your stuff while you're riding? Does it work in the same concept of charging your phone in a car? Does that make sense? Because if that's the case, I'm going to do that. And I do have LEDs on my bike, but I think I have enough room for something like that. That'd be really good. So Sarah, I believe you're the one that mentioned the GWRRA, right? The Goldwing Road Riders Association. So same as a car. Okay, well then, yeah, I'm gonna do that. There's no reason not to, because I have to. Sometimes I charge my phone with the power bank while I'm doing some of my stuff. It's like I could just charge the phone through the USB thing. All right. So did you mention? Are you the one that mentioned the? Yeah. Okay. So the Goldwing. They have their own jacket. That's pretty cool. $9.99. Not bad. Do you have to pay to be a part of this? Because I know, like with like firefighter unions, you got to pay $20 a month and all that stuff. I like my control panel shows me the voltage of my bike while running and charging. A couple of things doesn't seem to make any difference. Okay, I have my fuel pack, but then like I'm also running I have to use my phone for that, and it'll tell me the voltage, so that's pretty cool. Cool. Find a friend. I like that idea on the GWRR website. Yeah, pay once a year. Okay, that's not a big deal. Road Riders Rescue. Travel information on camping. This is really cool. They have their own magazine. This is really cool. I like it. So you don't have to have a Goldwing, right? Let's see. Free trial. How did you hear about us? Member/friend. That's cool. Like, I'll sign up. We'll see what it's all about. Might as well, right? Might as well. So guys, we'll be streaming for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I just want to say thank you once again to everybody. In fact, Gold Book. Okay, cool. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys. We're gonna pretty much end the stream. But I just want to say thank you for all of you. Whoa, it's like on my screen it's going a little crazy. It's like catching up. So anyways, we're gonna roll the credits. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. So Connor donated stream elements. I need to get rid of super chats. They're just insane. It didn't show how many Layne did. Subscriptions. We got some subscriptions. We got some new sponsors. Yo. Those are the YouTube members. Oh, that's cool. It gives you contact information. I'm going to look more into it. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. You guys were insane. Half the time, I don't even know what to say. This was a very humbling and appreciative stream. So thank you all. I'll be seeing you guys later.